Right, now I'm going to VR mode. Sorry, what was that?
I was kidding. I said eye on the horizon there,
Oh. Sorry, yeah, I could barely hear you there for a second. Oh wow, a bunch of fog disappear over there. Live weather. Live weather's kind of neat. I wish I could figure out this glitch. Because for some reason I cannot select the autopilots. It's like I can't click any buttons, even with my mouse. Oh, there you go, nice. Just had to move the window a little bit. You know what? I don't know anything about this plane. It's possible it doesn't even have autopilot. Oh, crap. Shouldn't have messed with that.
Meadowline, you remember me? I was in here last night.
I think maybe. I think I do.
Did my shit come unplugged? It sure fucking did. Oh yeah.
It's really cloudy.
Holy shit.
I need to learn to use this little computer thing. That'd be kind of cool. This is in Los Angeles. I took off in I think Palm Springs. So just like a little short flight.
So you're playing Flight Sim in VR, but you're streaming it in a different way.
Yeah, so I'm actually running 2 different virtual reality apps. I'm running Bigscreen and streaming it in there. You guys can join and talk and, you know, watch what I'm doing and everything. But then I'm also I'm streaming on YouTube also. And like if I need to, I could just like switch back to big screen if I want, you know. Like someone's like being disruptive or like, yeah. Yeah. But
So
like
I've
as
never
of
seen
right,
anyone play it in VR. I've only seen him play it in flat screen.
yeah, you talking about Marco?
Yeah, there is a couple guys that play Flight Sim in big screen.
On big screen, really? I've only seen Marco. I haven't seen him in a while.
I wanted to try it on my PC, but I just don't have the space right now. So I'm playing it on Xbox.
It's a lot of space, especially like all the different. There's a bunch of different upgrade packs though, for like.
And then the mods as well.
Yeah, I have a few modded aircrafts. Like I have a few different mods. Nothing crazy, but there's like a lot of like you go in the marketplace and there's free downloads for like updates where they do like new areas. They like make them more detailed and everything. And like those updates will
Yeah.
be quite a bit of
Yeah,
space
just like
too.
on the Xbox. I think it's maybe 200 gigabytes now. Or something. It's a lot of space. You must have a pretty good rig.
Yeah, I got an Intel i9 10 core, RTX 2080 Ti, the graphics card, and then
Okay.
yeah, and then
How much RAM?
128 gigs.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that probably helps with running all the different things, you know, like I'm
Yeah,
running,
I think it does.
you know. It is pretty crazy to be like sitting in the cockpit of a plane flying it, and then like with a couple presses of a button I could be like in a movie theater looking at my
Yeah, I
screen.
know.
Like I can go back to like, you know, I can just take it out of VR mode and play it normally like the other guys do.
Yeah. And you're streaming it live on Twitch or YouTube or whatever you said.
Yeah, I'm streaming it on YouTube right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Mainly just in the hopes that like I can like go back and clip stuff out to make shorts and stuff and like random videos, maybe like a cool landing or you know maybe like a cool cloud shot or something cool, or just something that randomly happens. You're like, oh, that's nice. But that way I don't have to save the videos to my hard drive because I used to just record them.
Yeah. Yeah, it takes a lot of space.
Yeah, you record a few hours sometimes, and I'll have like 50 gigabyte video on my computer. I'm like, yeah, that's
Exactly. Yeah. I
that's too
understand.
much. Man, I was gonna try and I guess I could just adjust the weather, but I was gonna fly over to the Hollywood sign real quick.
You have pretty good internet as well.
Yeah, we got. We don't have like the best internet, but we have like the best internet that like we can get where we're at. Like unless we paid to
Yeah,
get
but
like
you're-
this fancy cables installed or whatever.
Yeah, but you're not doing it the Quest wireless though. And sometimes
Yeah, I am.
it can be glitchy. Oh, you are? Or you
I'm
just
on-
have it hooked up to a power source?
Yeah, I'm just plugged into a wall outlet. I'm not plugged into like the computer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's really good. Really good Wi-Fi.
Yeah. The computer definitely has to be. Oh no, I gotta think here geographically where I'm. The computer.
Yeah, it also has to be pretty well.
You have to have a good computer and good internet to do this kind of stuff.
Is on like Ethernet, and I'm very close to the router.
Oh, that makes sense. No one else is using the Wi-Fi?
This is really late.
At the moment, no, but sometimes my roommate is either working or like streaming League of Legends, and like usually we both can do like at the same time and get away with it. Works pretty good. Every once in a while you might get a little bit of stuttering or something, but for the most part it works. But so it's kind of confusing because I have to run Bigscreen in Oculus VR app, and then okay, I think I need to go this way. I run this game in Steam VR. So like if I had this game on Xbox and was playing it, like I have Forza on Xbox, so I could like download Forza on my PC and play it for free if I wanted. But I couldn't. I don't think I could play it in VR because it's on like the Xbox app, and like you can't use the Steam VR for it.
Oh, you can't.
I don't believe so. Well, you could if you bought it on Steam. Like if I bought the game on Steam, I think I could do that, but I don't believe that. Like from what I've read, I haven't tried it, but from what I've read, it says that if you have it on Xbox, that you can't do it on VR. You need the Steam version.
That's good.
Yeah, definitely good to know. Because I would have been mad if I would have bought it on the Xbox version, because I pretty much only bought it to do VR. And I will tell you though, it recently just got updated and it like looks really, really good. About a month ago, it did not look this good. So they're constantly working on it and constantly like trying to make it better. I think I'm gonna try and do this cloudy landing. I thought about changing the weather, but it's kind of fun to try and land like this.
Yeah, the other day I tried to land in a storm.
Oh, I was
Lightning
flying in
and all.
Hurricane Ian last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was so hard even just trying to take off down the runway. You're going down the runway and the plane is just wobbling everywhere. Yeah. And I was trying to do one of my landings and it just did not work. I think I crashed. So were you able to pull it off or what? Oh, there's the observatory. Alright, cool. Swing by the Hollywood sign real quick.
Hello.
What's up? How you doing?
I'm doing great.
It's good.
Is everyone here a flight simmer? Just curious.
I don't know. I don't
I
even know how
am.
many. I don't even know how many people are in this room, to be honest with you.
I have the game.
But I'm not very.
There's 5, including you.
Cool. Yeah, I'm mostly. I wouldn't say I'm a serious flight simmer. I mean, my joystick is only a $30 joystick. I recently just kind of got into it.
I got almost 15,000 invested in mine already.
Nice.
I
I would
just
like
saw
to
this
learn.
in VR.
500.
And flying in VR is crazy awesome. Ah, we're flying the 172.
Do you have like some type of chair that
Who, me?
kinda goes along with the flight?
No, I don't. No, it's I don't have like a chair or I've got a system that's built around a computer system and my TPR pedals, and I got honeycomb. Everything's honeycomb. I had a PC from Alienware that's built specifically for what the flight sim over what the requirements are. But
Yeah, like guaranteed to run it is what you're saying. It's like made to.
yeah, I'm
Like
running
endorsed
Ultra
for
and
it,
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm either on ultra or high. I think sometimes I might turn it down to high just because I'm running, big screen. I'm running this game in VR and I'm streaming through OBS on like YouTube and stuff. So it's like I'm doing so much stuff. But if I'm just running like the game and I'm doing nothing else, I like crank everything on ultra. And it might be on ultra now. I think it's on high.
500.
It looks pretty good. But I'll tell you what, one thing I don't like about this is like this joystick. Like I want rudder pedals. I don't like I want a joystick that doesn't spin.
Well, you won't go wrong with honeycomb. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, eventually I'll get something. I would like to get a nice HOTAS setup and then like a nice steering wheel and pedals and shifters, because I would like to not only do like the flight sim stuff, and I'd like the flight sim stuff to be a little more realistic when I do it. This joystick it's pretty fun and it works pretty good.
It's
good for
getting
me
you
to,
by
like,
right
run
now,
like
and you're
that.
having fun with it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
it's
upgrade when you can.
But I would also like to do some of the driving simulators and then, like the truck driving stuff. I think that would be cool to like, throw on the headset and try and like back up a semi truck or something in VR. Like that's fun.
Yeah, I've got a driving simulator in my house. I have a center section of a Mazda Miata.
Like cut out, like you like have like a real center section.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
That's nice. That's dedication right there. Building your rig.
Yeah, I did have it on casters so I could roll it around in my garage. But then I thought, man, I'm going to take this in the house. I'm getting too many toys. So I took the casters off and I had a bunch of people help me get it inside my home. And I got it in one of my game rooms.
Do you
That's a lot
run
of
it
fun.
in VR or do you just?
I've never run it in VR, no, because I'm using my VR headset when I'm in Microsoft Flight Sim.
It works pretty good, especially with like the new graphic updates and stuff they did. They like said they optimized it and stuff with AI to make it not as glitchy. Because sometimes it would be like really, really stuttery in VR.
Yeah.
But I'm noticing with this new update that it's pretty good.
Yeah, the new update is doing quite well. What video card you running?
A 2080 Ti.
A 2080? Yeah. I'm running a 3080 Ti Founders. And it's really slick, but they got the 4 series out now. So, or they're just coming out with it.
I was just talking to someone about the 4000 series. They were saying it's not as good or something. You know anything about it?
I know. I just saw it on a YouTube video here just a couple evenings ago. But I can tell you, as far as on my system, it's buttery smooth with everything maxed out.
What kind of processor?
It's a Ryzen, running a 9 series.
9, huh?
Yeah.
Do you guys know a lot about computers?
I would say I know a little, I guess.
I'm just wondering if I got like a decent deal on the one I bought. Because it's got... I'll tell you, I paid like...
prices now, since it's 2022. It's not back in the olden days before.
Yeah, well, I recently just got it. Yeah, I
Oh,
recently just got it from a buddy, and I told him I would pay him $1,600. But the computer's got an Intel i9 10-core processor, the 2080 Ti, and it's got like 128 gigabytes of RAM, and it's got like a big fancy case with like a bunch of glowing lights and shit. And, I mean, it's 128 gigs of RAM, and like everything runs pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I figured it
I
was
think-
somewhat, at least I didn't have to build it or do nothing.
It's the cores that are most important in the simulation, and it sounds to me like you're right on with spec. Is
Yeah,
that
it
what
was
you're running right now?
Yeah, the 10 core.
Yeah, the 10. Okay.
Yeah, I think that was a pretty good deal, at least back before. No, that's still a pretty good deal, because like I said, I don't know prices now because they're so inflated.
Yeah.
I mean, I
The
tried looking
2080 is still beast.
Yeah, I tried looking up like just how much a 2080 costs, like the Ti or whatever, and like from what I saw, like it looked like it was like I don't know, $1,200 or something.
Yeah, it's still way up there. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's inflation.
You have a great rig, man. Absolutely.
He was just wondering, did he get a good price on it? I think
What was the price?
I paid 16.
Yeah,
1600?
1600. Yeah, and I got like a mouse and keyboard and like.
Oh, absolutely. You sure did.
Yeah, you did. I think
Yeah,
so.
nice.
You said the 2080s were 1200 still, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I think so. So I saw a bunch of different like prices on. I saw some for a little bit cheaper. I saw some that were like going for 1,500. I saw some that were going for like 900. It was like I saw like a wide range of them. I figured some were used, but yeah, I don't know. For the most part, I'm happy with how everything runs on this computer.
Yeah, I have a 2070 Super whatever it's called.
Is this your home airport that you fly out of?
Oh no, I don't live in Los Angeles. I live in Las Vegas.
Las Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in West Virginia. My home airport is KPKB. It's Parkersburg, in the Mid-Ohio Valley.
Nice. I like
Just
to
a
fly.
small
I'm from Florida, so I like to go back and fly. Back in, I used to
Oh,
live in
back in
Panama
your home?
City.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I do
Yeah.
that a lot. I go back and land over here. Where is it? Yeah, right there. Yeah, I used to live here at Panama City Beach a long time ago. Yeah, this is like I saw something on the internet today. Someone was like, "This is like a world simulator that just lets you fly planes."
Yeah.
You know?
So you generally fly the 172?
Oh no, I actually was just doing it today because I was talking about it with my buddy. He said he wanted to get his license and one day get a 172 Skyhawk. So I was like, I'm gonna try and
Yeah.
fly that. I usually fly stuff that I could put the landing gear up. I like to put the landing gear up. So I like flying the Beechcrafts right here.
Yeah.
I really like The CJ4. Let's see, what else do I fly? I like the Airbus. It's pretty fun. I also like flying these sometimes, like, like smaller planes, like I just did. I just don't do it as often.
Yeah.
I usually. This is probably my favorite small plane on here. The Daher
Mm-hmm.
TBM 930.
Yeah, that's a fun plane to fly. Yeah, sure is. I didn't notice. Do you have the junk ears?
I don't think so. Is that one that's included in a
It,
different
it
version? I have the base version.
no, you have to go in and buy it. It's an old plane. It's really cool. It's real slow. Um, you get a chance to see a little more ground cover. But it's a fun plane to fly.
What's it called?
Uh, junkers. I think it is. It's a prop. Let's see. And it's not very much money either.
Oh, I guess turboprop's different, huh?
Yeah, it's not a turboprop. I think it go into piston. Is that yeah? Hit that one there, and yeah, keep on going down. Yeah, keep on going down.
Oh, I want this so bad.
Oh, the
Bell
helicopter.
47. The Bell
Yeah.
47. I really want it.
Yeah, the plane will be silver.
Ooh, I really want that.
Be nice just to buy them all.
I know, right? Just have unlimited planes that you can play on here. You play DCS?
Absolutely. I have it on there. I've played a little bit with it. That's crazy.
What's this thing called again?
I think if you go up here into the search bar, and just start typing in JUNK, and it might just start populating. JUNK. Oh, there it is, right there. Junkers.
The F-13?
Yep. The one on the right hand side. That's a fun. No, not that one. Not the F-13. It was the other one. Yeah, that is a fun plane to fly.
Oh, so it's got different ones with the waters.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you can look and you can see what what liveries there are for that particular plane, but it's fun. It's like it's only $15. It's well worth $15 spent. And the windows, you can move all the windows open as you're flying, and then of course you can hear, those piston engines running. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
You go. I like to go out on. Yeah, I like to go out on YouTube and check out the planes and see what kind of reviews they get back on them. But if you search that one there on YouTube, I think if you decide to upgrade to or make a purchase, I think you'd be very happy with that one.
I'm gonna check it out because I like props and stuff. Like when I saw this plane, I wanted to get it, but I saw the 1.4 rating. I was like, no, I guess not.
Yeah.
Do you have the Concorde?
No, I don't.
Yeah, I
See,
really
I've got the
Concorde.
controls, the honeycomb. I've got the alpha quadrant as well, and you can go from your single engine all the way up to your 4 engine. It's got the reverse thruster kit to it as well.
Let me ask you, if you're flying like a jet airliner, do they always use all the engines when they land, or do sometimes they only use 2 of those
It,
or something.
if it's a 2-engine, they're using both whatever
you know what?
engines.
I should
them all.
rephrase. I should rephrase my question. I don't mean when they land. Like, let's say like you're a jet airliner. Do they get all the way up in the air at cruising altitude? Do they ever just use like 2 engines at cruising or something, or do they always use all the engines? Or do you know? Or,
Well,
I don't
as
know.
far as I know, they're always using all the engines. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm waiting for the A380 to come out. Do you know what that is?
Is that
That is
Airbus?
a double. It's double decker. It's the world's largest commercial airliner. It is huge, and I'm talking huge. I fly in this thing when I go back over to Asia, over to the Philippines, out of JFK, man. And I'm telling you what, you never thought you'd ever take a shower in a plane at 40,000 feet. It's crazy.
I get rained on real bad, huh?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's an awesome, but they don't have it out yet. I think there's probably some other developers working on it, but I don't have it, so not yet. And it's a beast.
Yeah, I definitely. The more I get into this hobby, I'm gonna get a new set of controls for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. I feel like my biggest issue is like not having rudder pedals. It's like
Yeah, you
tolerable,
definitely need rudder
but,
pedals.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I first started putting my system together, I got the Logitech rudder pedals, and there was an issue which I wasn't aware of it. I couldn't, when I was either taking off or landing, I could not control, and what was happening was, and I didn't find this out till later, and that set was like, I don't know, $180 or something, fairly priced. So I went on ahead and I bought those TPR Thrustmasters for, I don't know, they were $599, something like that, $600 for that set of rudder pedals, and thinking that was going to fix the problem. I got them in there, got them all set up, and I had the same problem. And here what I found out was the system was on AI for automatic rudder pedals. I was fighting the rudder. It was crazy.
Like automatic rudder?
Yeah.
Like, saying it was like rudder assist?
Yeah, and it'll
Okay.
screw you. You'll trying to land. I can see that you don't have yours activated, but if you did, you'd be fighting it just trying to take off and land.
Yeah, I tried to put it off all the assist stuff, like to where everything's on realism mode. Except for like, sometimes it'll, like you just saw, like I'm not doing the cold start, I'm just starting on the runway. Stuff like that, but. So I don't know, how do planes like this in real life see the runway and stuff? They're just like really good at looking and telling they're still in the center or something?
Yeah, I guess we've got a couple out of our airport here. We have a couple of those Stearman biplanes. They're pretty cool. They offer rides in the summertime, but I've never gone up on one.
Continue for north departure.
That's a very cool looking paint scheme on that plane.
Yeah, this thing looks nice. It's gonna be fun taking it down to the canyon over here.
Canyon Tower Pit, Alpha Sierra, X-Ray Golf Sierra. Continue for north departure.
Or you heading over by the Grand Canyon?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've went down and flown along the river?
Yeah, down in the Colorado. I'll tell you what, it's so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
I used to live in Arizona, so I used to go to the canyon quite a bit. I've probably been there, like, I don't know, 10 times in the last few years. So
I
it's
took a
fun.
172
Fun,
down
really.
there, and because of the weather conditions or whatever, I had a hard time getting climbed back out of that.
Oh, really? And I saw
Yeah.
something, like I'm just getting into aviation and stuff, so I saw something today on the internet. It said that the ground speed wasn't as important as the airspeed. Like like you could be going slow over the ground, but if you have so much wind going over your wings, you could still like be
X-ray Golf Sierra, leaving my airspace frequency change
holding
approved.
altitude and stuff. Like I don't know, it was just kind of weird.
Right.
'Cause, like this guy was landing in such a strong headwind that like he almost just like dropped straight down. Like there wasn't a like landing and runway. It was literally just like slowed straight down into a stop. You know, that'd be kind of scary trying to get out of the canyon, and there's the the wind was so hard. It was like struggling.
Yeah, at that time, whatever it was set on for my weather, I had a really hard time getting up out of there. I was taking flight instruction back in, I think it was in '87. I was doing touch and goes, and I loved it. But then I found out I was going to get custody of my daughter, so I had to give that a.
Had to give up flying. It's
Yeah,
expensive
I
trying to
was
get your license.
I was getting really close to doing my solo, and I already had all my other stuff done. But yeah, it was at the time it was like $70 an hour for flight instruction. But
I think it would be
I
so
still have-
fun. I think it'd be so fun, but it's a lot of money. I understand.
Yeah.
Like having to not to stop.
and then owning a plane is like a boat. You gotta have a place to put it, and you have to maintain it.
Yeah.
Even more so a plane than you do a boat. But yeah.
I think it would definitely be cool if you were like at a certain threshold of wealth. But at a certain point, it's like just. It's almost more fun, the technology, to just invest a little bit of money into like a super nice simulator, and you sit
Absolutely.
at home, crack a beer, fly around.
Oh yeah, I've flown drunk before in the simulator.
Oh, in the simulator, I was like, damn, that's not
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's definitely fun trying to land after having
X-ray
a
Golf
few beers.
Sierra ATC services terminated. Good day.
Can't do that in real life.
Definitely not. I just actually here last week I decided to get Navigraph. Have you heard of that?
Is that program that lets you look up all the different airports and like their landing approaches?
Yeah.
And, like their.
It's got the charts and everything.
Yeah, so I was just
and
talking
you
about
can-
that with this other guy. And
Yeah, so it's like it's $8 and something
oh, it
a
costs
month.
money. Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know it cost money.
Yeah, it's $8 a month, or maybe $39 or $40 for a whole year. I'm trying it just for the month, but you can actually see yourself on the map as you're either at the airport. You can see where you're actually at, and you're actually, it's a moving map. It's pretty cool. But also on your flights, you can set all your flights and everything up through Navigraph just as you would if it was an actual real flight. Yeah, it just brings more realism, to your experience.
Yeah, I would like to eventually definitely like learn that kind of stuff. I think it'd be cool to eventually sign up and do like VAT sim.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm so new into aviation, like literally I'm just comprehending like how to even get the plane back down on the ground without crashing it. So like I don't know
Yeah.
proper approaches, I don't know proper like airspace protocol, I don't know like I don't even know how to do like cold starts and all this. Like some of the planes have the things where you do like different fuel mixes and stuff, and I'm like, I just don't understand like any of it. I have so much
So
stuff
have
to
you
learn.
flown yet? Have you flown?
Like in real life?
Yeah.
Never. No.
Yeah, so where'd you say you're located at?
Oh, I'm in Las Vegas. I thought about like if I had some money, like I'd go down and do there's like this place where you can do a test flight in like a
Yeah, your introductory
stunt plane.
flight. Yeah, you can go up and do an introductory flight for like $70, and they'll give you the controls. They'll go through the pre-flight checklist. You're actually in the seat. Generally, though, your hands will be on the control, but the flight instructor will bring you up, and then he'll explain to you, what you're already learning now in the flight sim, and then there's the controls. Now you're flying the plane. His hands are off, and you're flying it.
If
And
it's
I'll
only
tell you
that
what,
much, I think I might do that.
Yeah, it's well worth it. Absolutely, that really got my interest into it.
They have another place out here. Like that would be way cooler to like go to an introductory flight, because then like that obviously seems cheaper and like a way to maybe get into doing some classes or whatever. Like, because I imagine that's their hope, is that they're gonna be like, hey, you loved it, right? Sign up for classes and stuff. That's what I imagine. There's this other place where they literally just take you up in a plane, and it's like a stunt plane. They give you the controls and let you do like barrel rolls and.
I don't know if I'd want to do that first. Oh, excuse me.
Well, you have someone with you. They definitely
Yeah.
have someone with you, but it's like that one's like $800.
Yeah. Here, do a barrel roll, and here's a barf bag, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be definitely be cool to try and do that. I'm gonna look into it, because I'm sure they have something like that I could do out here. There's so much stuff. There's also, dude, I looked up the prices literally last night because I was talking about it with my buddy, and I was pretty disappointed because we have a full motion simulator for jet airliners.
Nice.
Yeah, where you can go and you could rent a full motion simulator, the same one that they train with the pilots. It's got like that would be so cool to like go like this and feel like the whole thing just tilts you to the other side.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And guess how much it is per hour?
How much?
$800.
Oh my.
Average. There was one that was $750 an hour, and the other one was $850 an hour. And I was like, man, that is a lot.
I don't know. For $850 an hour, I think I'd rent a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or something, and have it for a day.
Those. Yeah, that's not really. Yeah, I've looked into that too. It's usually about $1,500 to rent those.
Yeah.
I've looked into doing that, being out here. I'm like, that'd be cool. That'd be so cool to just go drive up and down the strip in a Lambo for the day, but. It's definitely a lot of money to burn just to go look cool for a little bit. It sure would be fun. My buddy got his private license. He got his private license in Arizona when I used to live there, and he was like saying that it's pretty cheap. It's pretty cheap for him to fly. Like he was like, yeah, he's like, we could literally like at the time he's like, we could like fly to Vegas or whatever instead of driving.
Yeah.
Or fly to California or something. You just rent a plane.
If you get a couple people that are involved in it together, 2 or 3 people, and everybody goes a third in on a plane and just make a purchase, you find that there's a lot of people that do that anymore.
Well, he also said something kind of weird.
Lot.
Well, he also said something kind of weird though about it, that it couldn't be like a split cost. Like he said he had to pay for the plane rental. Like he couldn't it couldn't be like a transaction thing where it was like he said it had to be like a friend type thing, and like he was supposed to pay for it because I guess they didn't want it to be a thing where he's like like chartering flights for people and making money.
Right. Yeah. That's beautiful right there.
It's amazing. I love going to the Grand Canyon.
Yeah. I went down low. I went down right where the right where the water is.
Right over here. We'll dip
Have you
down.
gone down that low before?
Oh yeah, dude. I fly down. I fly at the canyon a decent amount. I love flying here. Sometimes I do it in a little small plane. Sometimes I do it in like a F-18, which is such a fun landscape to fly around. Really a lot of fun.
This is the style of plane they use wing walkers. You get people out there walking on the wings. It's just like, that's crazy.
Is this a plane that could do like barrel rolls and stuff?
Yeah, it sure is. This plane will do a barrel roll very easy. There you go.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like kind of a stunt plane type thing. I mean, that feels pretty cool. Doing that in VR is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, in VR. Yeah, definitely.
I can't wait until they have some sort of like multiplayer feature. Like, it would be nice to be able to like fly a plane and then have a co-pilot, like have somebody else sitting in the plane with you, and like you can give them the controls, they could fly it, and they give you the controls back, you can fly it. You could just sit there and talk and like, you know, enjoy the flight together.
Yeah. I saw somebody's simulator here just it was on Facebook just the other day. Where somebody did you know, a 7 series commercial airliner, and he had multiple controls on it. I don't know how he had it set up, but
Oh, like so in real life someone could sit next to him and they both fly
Yeah.
around.
yeah.
Yeah, that's actually really cool. That I didn't even think about it like that. That would be really sweet. Where you could just have someone come over to your house, you both sit there and like have some beers and fly together, and you're both like, you know,
Yeah.
be like, oh, now you take the controls, or I'll take the controls, or you know, hey, try this
Yeah.
landing. That would be fun.
Can you crash?
Yeah, but there's
Absolutely.
no like crash simulations. Like if you crash the plane, it'll end the flight and be like, hey, you crashed and damaged the plane. But there's
Yeah.
like no, like DCS, when you crash the planes in DCS, there's like explosions and shit. You know, it's like.
Yeah.
And also, I saw this one guy who had a full motion simulator on YouTube, and he played DCS, and he says that he has to like end the like when the plane starts crashing and like spinning out and stuff, he has to like end the thing and respawn. He can't just like let the crash play out, because the full motion simulator just like it's like doing like a one of those like bull riding things.
Yeah, herky jerky like
goes,
mad.
goes haywire.
Yeah. You don't need a beer on that ride.
Any of y'all real pilots?
Not me.
Almost. Back in '87, almost.
My cousin's a pilot. He flies commercial.
Oh wow, nice.
He went to Tulsa. It was Spartan Aviation in Tulsa.
Does he enjoy it? Does he like being a pilot like that?
Yeah, I think he likes it. He's actually he got his hours, because you have to get X amount of hours, you know, before you can even become a pilot. Unpaid hours. So he worked for a skydiving company, got a ton of hours in flight time there, and then he did a charter. He chartered like celebrities and shit like that, a private jet, and then now I think he's trying to get in with FedEx or UPS, because they pay good fucking money, man.
Yeah, I used to know a guy who was a mechanic for FedEx, and he made a lot of money. He wasn't a pilot, you know, but
Yeah, he's trying to become a pilot for UPS or FedEx, and they make good money, dude.
you know, I didn't realize how strict all this stuff was, because that guy that I knew got like almost fired from his job for drinking like NyQuil.
Yeah, they're pretty strict with their pilots when it comes to any type of substances.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't a pilot. He was like a airline mechanic. But I guess he got tested and he had like NyQuil in the system from like he wasn't feeling
Yeah,
good the night
whether it be
before.
like alcohol or anything, because it's an elixir, so NyQuil has alcohol in it. There's gonna be in the future. There's just gonna be robots, bro, that they don't have to worry about it. They just set in some certain coordinates for the airplane to fly to, and with the computer, and it's
Now,
gonna
so I was
fly. There's not gonna be pilots, real human pilots anymore.
So yeah, I was thinking about that, and I was wondering, do you think that there would be like situations where they have unmanned planes, like, but somebody could fly it in a simulator like this, like they do with those drones? Like, obviously, it wouldn't be, I think, ethical to do it with like people in it. But I mean, why couldn't they fly? Why couldn't they take a simulator, like a full motion simulator, put a pilot in it, and then connect it to like a real plane and say, all right, you're flying this plane from New York to California, and it's just full of a bunch of cargo, and there's gonna be nobody in the plane. You're just controlling it from, you could be in like,
There's
San
gonna be a
Diego
time,
or
I
something.
guess. They'll start working remotely. That's how it's gonna be sometime.
Wait till you don't even need a human to actually control it, bro. Wait until you have these like neural network computers, like from fucking Skynet, being able to do it by themselves.
Yeah, probably one of
learning
these
computers.
days. Yeah.
I mean, that's in the far future, but I mean that's not unachievable. Theoretically, by the way.
Right now, the future's kind of looking a little scary.
Yeah, that's for
Well,
sure.
let's see if we
Yeah,
don't
shit.
have a nuclear Armageddon.
Yeah.
What do y'all
It's
think?
like what?
What do y'all think about that? Think it's gonna happen?
I think the world leaders need to fight out their issues. You know,
We're all just
I don't have
cannon
no-
fodder at this point.
yeah. It's like I have no problem with Russians or anybody else. I mean, they want to live their own life, their own way.
See, it's
I'm
not
not-
it's not
I'm
a
not
fight
fine
against the
with that.
people. It's a fight against governments. Like you're
Yeah.
saying. It's a government versus government control. Who has control of this, blah blah
Yeah.
blah.
Put them in a
ideology,
ring
all
with
that
some
shit.
boxing gloves. Let them duke it out.
Yeah, but all these fucking politicians
But
are sitting behind a desk that'll
Yeah.
gladly spend your kids to go fucking die while
Yeah.
they get rich over here with their fucking bureaucracy
Absolutely.
and corruption.
Ukraine doesn't worry me as much as like once China decides to do something with Taiwan, because they've already said like that America will back up Taiwan militarily, unlike they have, with Ukraine. So if they do,
I'd be a lot more scared of China than Russia, bro. But I mean, Russia. The thing is, Russia has a lot of fucking nukes, though. But I mean, China just has a lot of manpower, so I'd be more afraid of China than Russia. But Russia isn't to be fucked with, especially with their nuclear capabilities.
I think the thing that scares me with Russia is Putin being backed into a corner where he knows he's lost, and at that point he's just like,
Yeah.
well, I'm taking him with me.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Samson option in Israel?
No, I haven't.
So a Samson option is essentially if they know Israel is going to fall indefinitely, like it's basically inevitable that Israel is going to fall, they launch their nukes. Like, they just launch them. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm sure
Wow.
Russia has another similar contingency plan. Which is fucking scary. Because no one wins a full-scale nuclear war, it's mutual
Yeah.
annihilation, and then it's gonna destroy the atmosphere, you're gonna irradiate Earth. I mean, we're fucked.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
all these
right.
people in like these deep underground military bases and bunkers might, survive for who knows how long, but the Earth's gonna be fucked for a long time, especially with nuclear winter. Basically, all those particles that fly up in the sky and kind of block out the sun, and they're all irradiated and radioactive. It's scary, man.
Yeah, our food supply will be destroyed. It'd be a
You
nightmare.
can't grow food. Yeah, it'll be radiation.
Yeah.
Poisoning.
It won't grow.
Yep.
Ground will be worthless.
It's definitely
I don't
crazy.
understand, what's the point of fucking nukes, bro? It's like, yeah, let's just wipe out human civilization. Fuck us. Let's just kill all of us. But some people are like that, man. They call it misanthropy, like the hatred of the human race. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Some people just want to see the world burn. I don't know if
You
you
definitely
saw
have a
that,
beautiful
but-
flight here.
Yeah, this is gorgeous. I don't know if you
This
saw,
is
but like
nice.
Poland and everything is handing out potassium iodide to kind of protect from nuclear radiation when it comes to like thyroid radiation poisoning.
Yeah, that
And
pill.
the United States just bought like $300 million worth of potassium iodide.
Yeah, that's it. Potassium iodide.
But
Everybody
it
can be
only
running to the
protects for
drugstore.
so much. It only protects from
Yeah.
like radioactive iodine. There's other particles that come with nuclear radiation too. You know, as far as like gamma and other beta and all this other stuff, and cesium and strontium and all this other stuff, not just radioactive iodine. So I think
Well,
if
I'm
nukes
in the
start
hi-
flying, bro, we're fucked.
Yeah. I'm in the hills of West Virginia between a holler. And
So you're by a military base?
no. I'm down in a valley, so where there's hills and stuff over top of me on the right, and all the way around me. So I don't know I don't know.
I'm in a desert
think-
in the middle of nowhere.
I think mankind needs to work closer on finding ways to, allow civilization to grow and prosper, and not to destroy it.
Yeah, that's the thing, but I mean, it's in human nature to have more power. What do humans want, bro? Power, especially the bureaucracy when it comes to governance, and people just want power and popularity and control, and that's what they want, and that's why you have all these like dueling ideologies and dueling world leaders. Look at Xi Jinping, modern day. I could go with history and stuff like that, but modern day is like Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin. Zelensky, the fucking, oh my god, I hate to say it, but fucking Joe Biden, mumbling, stumbling, fucking cognitively impaired Joe Biden. I mean, he's not in control, obviously. He has handlers and people behind the scenes. He can't even read a fucking teleprompter, so they're putting the words on the teleprompter, and he's just the head, the puppet, the figurehead.
Yeah.
Because the guy is obviously cognitively impaired, has dementia, dude. I mean, it's obvious.
I do like what he did about the cannabis, and the personal use.
Yeah,
of
it was a possession. I think it was like a petty possession. They dropped charges.
Yeah.
I think they should have done a long time ago. But I mean, it's pretty hypocritical to have fucking Kamala Harris, which was she was touting, I smoked weed one time at the same time she was she worked as I think she was like attorney general or something like that in Northern California, that put a lot of people behind bars for fucking petty possession of marijuana.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was.
I live in a legal state though. I don't know. West Virginia, I'm sure, isn't legal, is it?
It's only medical. Right now, it's only
I live in a
medical.
legal state. I could like literally go to a fucking store and buy that shit, dude. Like, it's no problem.
Dude, I
at
can
all.
I can
That's
go
one
to the
thing I have
store.
no problem with.
I can go to the store and get an eighth of flour for like $16.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
it's fucking cheap and it's good shit too. Like you get, I mean, they have different price shit. You know what I mean? Like get top shelf and whatnot.
That's with, like,
fucking
locals.
concentrates
That's
or
locals
edibles.
discounts.
Yeah, like anything.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, it's
locals
a hell of a
discount
deal, bro.
price though.
Fucking $16 an eighth. That's a fucking good deal right there.
After
Yeah.
taxes, it comes out to 18 out the door.
That still ain't shit, and it's some good, like pretty good flour.
Oh, excellent! Yeah, it's excellent stuff. It's great. I've
If you
literally
don't
never
mind,
gotten anything
what
bad.
state are you from? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm in Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think the prices dropped so low because supply and demand. The supply is so fucking high, and people are just competing for business. Because there's like probably so many dispensaries around there. Everybody's competing for business. And
Yeah, but that's
they're
just with
getting
the
flooded the market with bud.
like I said, that's just with the locals IDs. That place is packed to the rim all day with tourists paying $65
Oh,
for
I'm
the
sure
same
they
stuff.
make a fucking ton of money.
Yeah, the tourists pay.
Is this like the Grand Canyon? or
inflated
something?
prices. Yep, this is Grand Canyon. Yep. We're in
Have y'all ever been to the
Arizona.
Grand Canyon? It's pretty badass.
I've probably been
I've
there,
never,
like,
but I hope to this coming year.
I definitely
Yeah, it's
recommend
cool.
it. And
I think I'd been when I was younger, but I can't really remember it. But I know I've been around there.
Hey, when you go there, there's a road. I think it's called like Desert Inn Road or something. I forget the exact name of it, but there's like a there's a road with all these scenic overlooks once you go into the park that I really recommend you take. I didn't realize it was there, and like the first 2
They
times I
built
went
like
to
a
the park,
big thing, like you could like walk out, right, and like go over the canyon. Like there's like
So-
one of those little like walking, I
yeah,
don't know, like a
yeah, but
catwalk
that's
kind of deal.
that's not here. That's at Grand Canyon West, which so like the Grand Canyon National Park is situated like kind of like dead set in the middle, and they selected that part to make it the headquarters of the national park because of its location, that it's just like the best view, like all sides around you is just like as far as you can see canyons and everything. So the canyon is huge though, so if you're closer over to like if you're in Las Vegas and you're walking down the strip and somebody's like, hey, come take a Grand Canyon helicopter ride, like they'll take you to Grand Canyon West. Like, yes, it's the Grand Canyon, but it's the very, very far west end of the Grand Canyon, so it's like it's not like this, where it's like literally from all ends just enormous. Like it literally is just like the edge of the Grand Canyon. And they have that horseshoe thing where you can go out there and walk around on it.
Yeah.
It's like $80
To walk on it?
Yeah, it's like $80 for a ticket. Someone jumped off it recently, I think, too.
Oh.
I almost fell at the Grand Canyon, and it's funny because I have a sequence of photos of me almost falling because I have 2 friends that were hanging out down on a rock ledge that they climbed down on. We were very stupid. Like, we went past the fences and climbed down onto some rocks, and they were sitting there, and I took some pictures, and they came out really good. And I was like, I'm gonna run over there and sit next to him. And when I ran over to him, I jumped off this rock down onto the rock below where they were at, and my buddy was like literally sitting on the edge, and like I jumped behind him, and it was like I jumped and he's sitting there, and then it's the edge of like a 400-foot drop, and he's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, you're gonna push me off here. And I'm like, oh dude, I'm sorry.
That's
and
an easy way to fucking kill yourself. That's scary, dude.
Yeah, it was my first time ever at the Grand Canyon, and I got way too excited, and I wasn't really thinking about it. And I've been there since, probably like over 10 times. And I always stay very far away from the edge ever since. Like, I don't get close to the edge at all anymore. I watch the other people do it.
It's cool, man. It's real. It's neat if you've never been, man. It's beautiful.
Oh, even if you have been. I've been 10 times, and I'd go spend a week there. It's amazing.
Yeah,
I
it's
love it.
cool.
I think it would be really cool to have one of those tour guide jobs. Just live at the Grand Canyon, give people tours of stuff. Be like a park ranger or something. I think that would be awesome. Anybody here ever been to Cliff Palace in Colorado?
Nope.
Where is it at? Like, what's the biggest like town or state? Or city?
Yeah, so it's
next
at the
to it?
very bottom corner, southwest portion of Colorado, almost near the Four Corners location. The closest town in Colorado to the national park is Cortez.
What is it known for? Just like mountains and stuff?
No, honestly, it's kind of like it's like a real small deserty town. In fact, actually, after I land the plane here, I'll actually fly there because I installed a mod that put the So what Cliff Palace is like there's a big mesa that goes up really high, and there is some cliff dwellings that are like 800-900 years old that people used to live in, and they would live in the cliff dwellings, and they would climb up on top of the mesa, and they would farm up there because the mesa was at like a 15-degree angle, so it got sunlight longer than if you were down below at ground level, so they could farm and get a lot more sunlight up there.
Nice.
And they had a bunch of handhold things, and they would literally just climb back down to the dwellings that they had built into the side of the rock. And it's enormous. It's the only national park in the United States that is kind of more about humans instead of nature. It's more about like the indigenous people who lived there and like what they built and like all their stuff. They have like a big water reservoir that's still there. Like the walls are still there.
So it's basically like a ruins.
Yeah, it's a bunch of ruins. It's really awesome. I've been there maybe 2 or 3 times. I took my family there on a couple different road trips. Like I took my sister there on a road trip. I took my brother there once, and then another time I took my mom and dad.
Yeah, we have a few of those here in New Mexico. As far as like the Acoma Pueblo, they have like a tour, a bunch of ruins. But you can also go up to like what is it, Mesa Verde or Chaco Canyon.
Hey, Mesa Verde.
bunch of-
Mesa Verde National Park. That's the one with the Cliff Palace.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Like,
Yeah,
when
so
you
we're
literally
right there
just
by the
said,
Four Corners. Yeah, so we're right here by the Four Corners. It's a lot of the Navajo stuff, the Navajo tribes and whatnot.
yeah,
So yeah, they have a lot of those.
yeah. So if you're in New Mexico, honestly, bro, I would go to Mesa Verde if you have not been.
Yeah, I've seen it definitely. I've been there. I've been to Chaco Canyon and stuff like that too. I mean, there's quite a few cool places right there, and it's actually kind of cool going right there. I don't know if you know where Navajo Lake is. It actually goes up into Colorado. It's a big reservoir. They have some. They're not really like super known, but it's like kind of like some ruins around that area too that are Navajo ruins.
Yeah, I wanted to explore some of the ones out in New Mexico, but I never really had the opportunity. I've only driven through New Mexico a few times. I've never like really stopped and hung out there. I've been there enough to like feel like I know the landscape kind of, because I've driven through like the southwest and the
Well, you're
northwest.
from Nevada. It's desert, super deserty. I mean,
yeah.
so
Well,
I mean,
I'm
there's a lot
from.
of like outdoor stuff to do. So
I currently live in Nevada. I'm actually from Florida. So like even living out here in the day, like everything's new to me. Like I'm like constantly exploring new stuff. Like I've only lived out here for a few years.
oh, nice.
Yeah, that's why I actually lived in Phoenix for about 3 years, and that was when I went to Mesa Verde. Because I'd have my parents fly out from like Florida, and they'd come out and land in Phoenix, and then we'd spend like a day or two at my apartment in Phoenix, and then we'd hop in the car, and I'd take them to like Mesa Verde up in Colorado, the Monument Valley in Utah, take them to Las Vegas, take them down to the beaches in California, and swing back over to Phoenix, do like just like a giant kind of road trip. I'm kind of upset though, because every time I tried to go out to the Four Corners Monument, it was closed. Because like the Navajo tribes and like all that area and stuff were like, just like very cautious with like having certain activities and stuff shut down to like a bunch of travelers and stuff.
Yeah, it should be open now. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm sure it's open now. It's been a while since I've kind of been out in that area.
Are you military? Is that why you move a lot?
No. Actually, I lived in Florida, and a giant hurricane came by and like destroyed the town, and it kind of, I don't know, kind of just like destroyed my spirit a little bit. I was like, this kind of sucks. I'm like, everything's destroyed. All the grocery stores are destroyed. The gas stations are destroyed. Like we're driving to Alabama to get gasoline and stuff. I was like, so after like a month or two of that, I packed up all my shit and drove to Phoenix, and then.
What made you
think
pick Phoenix? That place is hot as fuck.
So the reason I picked Phoenix is during the summertime I took my buddy moved from Florida to Phoenix, and he was like, hey man, he's like, do you want to come with us? And he's like, you should come along. And I was like, nah. I had just come back from I got injured at work and was out for like 8 months. I had to get like a bunch of surgeries and stuff on my arm. So I just started this new job with a new company, and I was kind of like, nah, dude, like I'm not gonna go out there. I had never left Florida except for like maybe Alabama and Georgia, like even the lower parts of that. And he's like, hey man, you should come out with me. And I ended up it was funny, but because I'd never quit a job before on the spot, but I ended up being like, this job is just not for me, and I quit. And I rode with them out in the U-Haul. I dropped off them and all their stuff in Phoenix, and then they stayed at the house that they rented, and me and my friend who came along rented a car and did a road trip and like went to Vegas and Santa Monica and in Grand Canyon, did a bunch of stuff, and that was like in July, and I went back home, and then in October the hurricane destroyed the town. So like I had just went on like this amazing road trip across the country and like went to the West Coast, and then I went back home and everything got destroyed. So I was like, well, I'm just going back out there, you know. So that's kind of what I did. I went and I stayed on my buddy's living room for like a couple months, and then I got a job in an apartment, and then COVID hit. So it kind of like just you know, destroyed everything. But it's actually why I actually moved to Vegas, because when I moved to Phoenix, everything was cheap. You know, when I first moved to Phoenix, you could rent a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house for $1,200 all day long. And you can get apartments for, you know, $800 all day long. And then, you know, now those $1,200 4-bedroom houses are now going for like $2,800, and the apartment, you know, my apartment that I got, I had a decent little 2-bedroom apartment for like under $1,100, and they wanted to renew my lease for like almost $1,600. So it got very expensive in Phoenix. Vegas is a little bit cheaper, probably because the school systems are worse and the people don't come here as much. Like they go to Phoenix more because the schools are a lot better. People with families and stuff. But Las Vegas is a fun place to be. Although my buddy was trying to get me to go out with him tonight downtown. Down all the casinos and stuff. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. Alright, we're gonna be coming in for a landing. You know, I kind of want to program some in some of the failures. Do you guys ever
Okay,
do
are
that?
you just like add-ons that you just download, like downloadable content? Just add-ons?
No, it's in the... Here, after I land here, I'll start the next flight, I'll put one in. I've never really done it. It's like you could program you could program like oil failures or like engine failures, like engine fires.
What planes can you fly?
A bunch of different ones, but I just have the base version of the game, so I don't have like everything. And like you could buy other planes, but I got
Is
like
it
kind of like
expensive to get like everything?
everything. Yeah. Some planes are like $65 a piece.
So this is an expensive game. There's a bunch of DLC.
Yeah, I have the base version of the game. It was like $60. I got it on sale for 40 something. The deluxe version is like 100, and I think you get like maybe 5 or 6 more extra planes.
Do they have like commercial planes and shit?
Yeah, I can fly like a 747.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Any military aircraft?
Yeah, I have a F-18. Yeah, you can fly F-18s. I have like I have an F-22 that I downloaded. That's like a free aircraft. It's not perfect, but the F-18 is built into the game. It's like from the game itself. It's pretty good. I'll tell you what, this game does feel pretty realistic. You know, it's not 100% realistic, but for the most part, the physics are good. Like I feel like you really can learn a lot about flying and like doing it in
before?
Never. I've never flown. have no experience with flying. I used to play this game called, well, I still play it, but it was the first game I got. It was called VTOL VR. It's a fighter pilot game in VR, but there's no controls. Like this, I'm using this joystick, right? But on VTOL, oh, you know what? This, you can control this one like it too. Watch. I'm gonna grab my Oculus controller. Okay. So now I got my VR controller. I'm gonna reach down here. I kind of have to reach under the table. It's not gonna be able to see it. If I reach close enough, I can grab, yeah, once it gets blue, I can grab the yoke with my controller. So now I'm not even using my joystick, I'm just using my VR controller and grabbing the yoke.
Oh, okay.
You see that? You see how I'm moving the yoke with my Oculus controller? So that's how that game VTOL works entirely. You just grab the throttle, you're grabbing the yoke, you're like pressing buttons to engage your weapon systems and like send rocket off and stuff. It's like dogfighting and like also like air to ground. It's amazing. I also play this other game called Contractors. It's like a virtual Call of Duty game pretty much.
Oh yeah. Kind of like a Counter-Strike type deal.
Yeah, it's almost like a Counter-Strike simulator, exactly. But they have mods on there where like they could put Call of Duty maps and also Halo maps, and like they could put Halo guns and different, you know, it can be like a realistic kind of like, you know, you're using modern weapons, or you can be doing like Star Wars. They have Star Wars on there where you like have blasters and you're shooting lasers and stuff. So they have all these different versions.
How much
all
is
these
that
different
game?
things.
It's like $20 or something?
Is $20, and I 100% recommend buying it. If you buy it, it's one of the only games that you get the PC version for free too included. So like down the line, if you get like a gaming PC, you could have it. Because I also have Onward on my Quest 2, but I don't have Onward for the PC version. I can only play Onward like if I'm on the Quest.
What's Onward?
It's like a more realistic simulator. It's like a FPS or first-person shooter sim. It's more of like a military simulator. It's not fast-paced at all. It's very, very slow-paced, very realistic. Like tries to be realistic anyway.
Like gather supplies and craft and stuff.
Yeah, somewhat. You don't have to like. You're not like gathering supplies in a sense. Like you have a loadout and everything, but it's more of like. So it's kind of cool because you have a tablet computer that's on your back on Onward, and this tablet computer shows you where you're supposed to go, kind of, and what you normally do is you have to go. You're either defending like 2 bases, or you're trying to plant the bomb, and it feels very slow paced because like it's not a very fast respawning game. There's like, oh, it takes forever to respawn. You know, Contractors, it's like you can play domination like Call of Duty, and it's like as soon as you die you just respawn again, go try and capture Bravo or whatever. But on Onward, like you literally have to be like, okay, we need to go attack this base and plant this bomb, and the code is 978226. So like you try and familiarize yourself with that code, because then you're gonna have to literally run up to that bomb site, pull out your thing or whatever, go to enter the code, and you have to like start entering all these codes and stuff while like people are shooting at you and like trying to come at you and stuff. So it's like, it's a very fun game, but it's very easy to there's team killing, and sometimes it's hard to even tell who's on your team. So like a lot of times people are just like doing tons of friendly fire. Like even I've had issues doing that. Like sometimes I've shot people and been like, oh shit, that was my teammate. Like, dude, I'm so sorry. You know?
So with this game right here, do they have like tower control, people that play tower control, or what?
Yeah, so
the
like
air
there's
traffic controllers?
there's a built-in ATC that's kind of crappy. It doesn't really work that well. There's a program though that people sign up for called VATSIM Network, and it's where people basically role play air traffic controllers. So what they do is they get on like their own private server where everybody on there will get on like a Discord or whatever chat channel, and they'll all be talking to one another on there. And then they'll be like, you know, getting permission to like taxi the runway and like.
Yeah, I know they had a PC game like that, right? Where it's like this flight simulator, but you know, people play different roles. They had like the tower control and all that. had the other
so
planes
that's
that
this
were in the
game.
sky and all that.
That is this game. It's just that they go in like their own private room and like they do like
They have a party together.
yeah, they have a party together. Exactly. And but it's so weird because
So
like on
there's
here,
no
you can't-
general like lobby room that you can log into where there's people who are playing different roles.
Yeah, so unfortunately, it's not really like that because when you're in the public rooms, like you actually can't talk to people. There's no way for me to like communicate with another person vocally. So it's more of like you have to
I'm sure
like
you could look on a forum or something to get a group together.
yeah, that's what I meant. Like if you're gonna do that, that's the route you have to go. You have to get everybody
Like
together.
join a
and get on,
Discord
like,
server, and I'm sure like there's probably a shitload of Discord flight simulator servers that you could join, and then it'll be like, hey, we're gonna meet up at so and so time on this server.
Yeah.
Get it going.
So I'm just getting into like this kind of hobby of like doing the flight sim and stuff, and I'm wanting to learn some of those ATC procedures and stuff, and like my goal is actually to learn to do the VAT sim stuff and eventually sign up for it and get on there and do some flights on there because I think it'd be interesting to stream it, you know.
Yeah, I used to watch this dude like years ago on YouTube who used to release little videos, like funny videos. I like the flight simulator. He would like be in the tower and be calling out stuff to people, you know what I'm saying, and make it like real, like entertaining. So that's what I thought this was like, but I could have swore that was like a general, like people can just log into that lobby and take off from that, you know what I'm saying, those runways, and everybody's included in the chat or in the
Was this a
audio.
Cartoon? Now let me ask you this: was this like a
No,
cartoon
this wasn't a
style
cartoon.
game?
This was damn near exactly like this. You could fly like, you know,
Okay.
the Boeing 747s, and you had jets. It had like, you look it up on YouTube, like funny flight sim clips. That's probably all you got to type in. But like
Yeah,
it'll
there's probably a ton of them.
yeah, they had like tower control. People could play tower control, or you could fly the planes. Like just crazy. Yeah, it was.
There'd be like people like
pretty
trolling
advanced
and
like
shit on
this.
there.
Yeah, they would be trolling and shit too. Yeah, but it was advanced like this though. So that's what I thought this was.
Yeah, I'm
People
trying
do like
to
pass-bys on
learn
the
how to do
ATC,
that.
like in an F-18 or something, or F-16, like fly by all fast.
Yeah, people would like try to fly into like the tower and stuff like that, and just all,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm definitely trying to eventually learn how to do that kind of stuff, but honestly, just me being able to land and not like crash the stuff is like an accomplishment for me. Because when I first just got this game, it was so hard to
landing's
land anything.
one of the hardest things to learn.
Yeah, oh, see, boom, right there. I thought I
So
had
one
that
time
one
I
too.
kind of went to this this like amusement park kind of place, and it had this big ass arcade attached to it, and I was in there, and it had like this shuttle game where you had to land like a space shuttle or whatever.
Oh yeah,
so
'cause
I
they
jumped
land
on
them
it
there
to
in
play real
Florida.
quick. Yeah. So I jumped on it real quick, you know what I'm saying? And it had like the you know, the beginner version. I did like novice or whatever it was, like the step up from beginner, just off the riff. And I landed the motherfucker. And I didn't really think nothing of it, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm usually good at video games. But the motherfucker behind me who worked at the photo booth, he walked over and he was like, "Did you just land that?" I was like, "Yeah, you know." He was like, "Yo, I've been working here for years and I have never seen anybody do that ever." I was like, "Okay." I felt a little,
Really?
glorified in that moment. Yeah.
He was hyping you up, bro.
He was hyped, yo. He was like, "Yo, did you just land that for real?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yo, I've been working here for years and I have never seen anybody ever beat this game."
Nice.
That's crazy. I bet it is pretty hard to land. For me, it's like very difficult to comprehend like how much distance it takes to lose altitude and not be too fast to land. Like you really, really have to
Yeah,
like.
so slow down way ahead of time. Don't try to land at the beginning of the runway. Like aim for like 25% into the runway and like slow down a lot. Like even if you think you're gonna just fall out the sky, it's better to slow down more than to land too fast and then just slightly pull up right at the end. You know what I'm saying? Like keep the nose up.
Ask the passengers how they're doing.
This is your captain speaking.
And also, if the weather's real bad too, it's hard to land.
Yeah. So while you just roleplay like this, I don't know if you ever do it to yourself, but sometimes you should just roleplay calling out like the call signs of your plane, stuff like that. Hey, this is flight some leaving from whatever airport, heading toward. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they would do on like that flight sim, which was dope. Like they would really, you know what I'm saying? RP the shit.
Are you do you work like at an airport or something, or are you just into this shit?
No, I'm kind of just weirdly into it. You know,
I'm just getting into it. Like I've very recently just like had.
It's cool. I mean, aviation
interest in
is cool,
aviation.
man.
Oh yeah, it's definitely dope.
Super interesting. Actually, when I was younger, I wanted to be an air traffic controller, but you have to.
I wanted to be a pilot
before you're 30. Before you turn 30, you actually have to become an air traffic controller because it's like mandatory retirement
There's
by like
an age
60.
limit. Oh, that's crazy.
Not for pilot, for air traffic control.
Air traffic control. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's an age limit. You have to become one before you're 30, or else you can't because there's a mandatory retirement age. But I think they want like pilots to retire by the time they're like 60 or 65. It might be 65.
So I wonder if it's the retirement age or if it's just like a thing where they realize after the age of 30, you know, with so much shit in life, they don't want you taking it out on the planes, flying in the sky with hundreds of people in it. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think it's just because of a retirement age. Like you have to put in X amount of years, and then they want you to be able to retire at a certain age. That's why there's a requirement. You could Google it. You know, I might be getting some.
I mean, that would be the first time a job ever really looked out for the person. That's why I say I wonder if it's like some hidden agenda type shit in there.
I doubt it. I think it's just basically, you know, they want you to retire by a certain age. They don't want like too old, you know, air traffic controllers, I guess. But like I said, you could Google it and see exactly what the age is for air traffic control, because I know there's a cutoff. I might be getting some of that a little wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm pretty sure you're correct though. Yeah.
Where are you flying out of, or are you flying to?
Oh, I just flew out of
San Diego.
I'm just trying to think. I just took off from San Bernardino, and I'm just gonna land at LAX. Just a short little flight in this 747. I'm trying to test my landing skills more in here.
You said you're at what, 47,000 miles?
At what? What do you mean?
What's your altitude today, sir?
Oh, right now I'm at 11,400 feet right now.
Are you maintaining that altitude for the flight, sir?
Maintaining? No, it's actually pretty hard for me to maintain altitude. I'm constantly going up and down, up and down, up and down.
Is there any way to
you got
hold altitude, like a little button?
Well, I can do like the altitude holder, like the autopilot or something, but when I freehand it, it's usually, I mean, like right now I'm kind of holding them at 11,700 now. I'm kind of holding it there.
So you're running a HOTAS, OBS, Bigscreen while in it, flight sim in VR, all on the same PC.
And I'm streaming to YouTube. If you look at the bottom, you can see my name. You can look it up and see the stream going right now.
Shit, what the fuck is in your system?
128 gigabytes.
You see that man got on a tuxedo shirt? You see him? He is on a different level.
That boy balling, bro. That guy got money right there.
Look, man, I got a tuxedo shirt and a mullet.
I want to know what's in his rig. What's in your rig, man? That's got to be powerful to do all that.
An RTX 2080,
bro.
A 2080 Ti.
I know nothing about.
Yeah.
Gaming.
What processor are you running? Is it an i9? Is it like a Core i9? Like.
Wait, hang on, boys. Let him run through your specs. I'm trying to hear this.
10 Core i9. Yeah. 10 Core i9, RTX 2080 Ti, and then 128 gigs of RAM.
Oh, 2080 Ti. There you go.
I need to write this down.
Huh. So I could probably do the same because I'm running a 3070 Ti. Huh.
Your issue might just, I mean, your bottleneck might be like the RAM.
No, my bottleneck's going to be my processor. I'm still on a Ryzen 5 3600X. I'm waiting for the new ones to come out to upgrade.
You're in an AMD system?
Yeah.
AMD systems seem like they run a little bit hotter usually. You running like liquid cooling or just...
Yeah. The Corsair AIO, the like $120 joint you can get on Amazon or whatever.
Dude, I had a fucking AIO actually burn up my 9700K, my Core i7 9700K one time, and I had to actually get another one from Intel. I had to warranty it out because my shitty AIO. So now I'm actually running the Noctua fan, and that thing's actually running really good.
Yeah, the Noctuas are great. Yo, Meta, is it you're not
Sir,
using
what's
the
your
official
call
link
sign,
cable?
sir?
I am not
This guy
using
wants
an
to
official
roleplay
link cable.
ATC.
I'm using
I just want to fuck with him a little bit, you know.
I've been having mad issues with Oculus Link the past couple of months, and I'm on my third headset that I've RMA'd with them, and like I know it's not my system. Like I think it's a software issue, but I've tried like all third-party cables. Like the whole first year I had it, nothing, and then like all of a sudden just getting like mad freezes, not stutters or like lag, but it'll just like freeze. It's mad annoying.
I've had shit crash too, but it's usually in VR chat. I think just people are crashing shit.
Yeah, no, I'm having like an actual issue with the Oculus runtime through the stupid app because they make you run their app like it has to remain open, and I've just been troubleshooting an issue the last year with freezes, and it's super frustrating.
I haven't had any freezing issues, but today I had a random issue where I had a random issue
Poker
today.
VR is getting crazy with the lagging and. Yeah.
I had a random issue today though, where every time I turned it on, it was like pulling up some sort of like resolution.
He was just at
tool.
He was just flying like a Cessna in the Grand Canyon. It was fucking badass.
AS 747. What's your call sign?
I don't know what my call sign is. There would be some good information
Pinball.
to know.
Unidentified call sign. What altitude are you flying at currently?
They've made some pretty great strides then for the VR component of Flight Sim then, huh? Because I remember the first year it wasn't fantastic.
They just did an update like last week that significantly improved the VR performance and the visual.
You know what that means, boys? I will be getting a HOTAS and a Flight Sim the next Steam sale.
That's just badass, dude.
I need to get all this information.
I think I might have to go around. I think I'm way too fast on this approach. I'm still going like 300 knots.
Kill a whole 757 full of passengers? That ain't right.
You should have passed.
AX 747. What's your ETA on the landing?
I'll get there when I get there. Is that a proper radio transmission?
AX 747. We have air traffic. We're gonna need you to move up to 14,000 feet.
They do that.
Intercept. We got a bogey coming in fast.
A bogey, he says.
We're flying over Compton.
Compton.
Yeah, it's Compton right there. It's so crazy how big this metropolitan area is.
I think there's like, I don't know if it's like LA County or if it's all of California, but like the population, I think, of all of California is like bigger than the whole population of Canada.
AX 747, you're currently flying over Compton. We're going to need you to up security. Make sure you don't become the next Captain Phillips.
Don't get shot at.
You might find that you gain a little bit of a, not that you're chugging or anything here. It looks like you're doing phenomenal, but I'd imagine you're maxing your resources. You might find you gain a little bit of headroom if you minimize the preview window for OBS. I used to do that when I was on a shit card, so you could. I mean, even though
right
on
the desktop. Yeah, that's why. That's actually kind of why I have it set up like that, so so the people on big screen can
since
see
you're
that.
in here, right. Yeah, you can gain some frames there, and then it looks like you have the actual Flight Sim window open as well. You can minimize that as long as it doesn't reduce your view. I think it's Unity games where you can minimize it, and you'll get a couple of frames.
So the issue I have with moving, because I've never minimized it, I wonder if that would be an issue. But like I keep it where it is right there because then I could like move, like I could interact with the buttons. Like sometimes if like the window's not open or at the forefront, yeah, I can't interact with autopilot.
So it's not.
So what about? So you don't have any additional binds on your HOTAS stick that you could bind to the cockpit controls?
Extra ones, no. Everything that's on my thing is like assigned to stuff.
Okay.
I could definitely do some keybinds, like just to my keyboard or whatever. I haven't had this game that long, but yeah, I could definitely probably do that.
Gotcha. Cool, man. Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
this
a
is
lot of
great.
stuff. It's a lot of stuff trying to figure out how to get all this working to where everybody.
Oh, well, that's why I do all my homework now and consult with people, so that when I get into it, I get set up and running in a quarter of the time. You know, it's exactly why I'm in here asking all these questions.
Yeah, that's the best way to go about it, for real.
Gotta do your research, man.
Yeah, because sometimes people will join. Sometimes like you have audio issues, or like I've done streams where I go check the stream afterwards and there was no audio, or I've done streams where like you couldn't hear my microphone, or like you couldn't hear like me talking in the game or something, but you could hear me talking outside. Like it's just a bunch of random.
Is your YouTube channel the same as your screening?
Yeah, it's Meadowland Virtual. Yep, and I just started my channel like a month ago, just kind of goofing off.
So this
you got a million
probably going to interest all you guys in here, but the Meta, I mean, they have their keynote thing on Tuesday, their Connect event, so they're going to announce like the Quest Pro officially and a bunch of surprises. The biggest thing that just came out, they partnered up with D-Link. They're a popular router and modem manufacturing company, and they have now a dedicated dongle that plugs in to your PC directly for wireless. And I've only been able to find like 2 to 3 legitimate reviews on the internet since it's only been out for 3 days, but the early reactions are it is significantly better than both AirLink virtual desktop and a link cable. It's only $100, so yeah, I just ordered mine.
It's like a Bluetooth type of deal?
It's not Bluetooth. It actually uses the Wi-Fi protocol, but instead of how AirLink and Virtual Desktop go to your router, where people are buying dedicated routers or just setting the one that they have in their house up to be close enough to have a good connection, this just plugs in via USB right to your tower, and it's its own private Wi-Fi connection that only your headset is on for Wi-Fi 6. So apparently there's like no latency. It's like way better than both a link. It's better than all 3 options, like a link cable, virtual desktop, and AirLink. It's apparently better than all of them. So I'm looking forward to getting that. Yeah. It's called the AirBridge from D-Link. You guys should check it out.
I'm gonna Google that later and look it up. I use AirLink and it's pretty good. Every once in a while I like have some issues, but for the most part it's pretty good. My issues that I find are usually solid. I don't know about you, but like if anybody else uses it, but like my issues that I run into mostly is that like I'll get notifications that say that I don't meet the specs. Like it'd be like you don't meet the requirements, and then like I'll just restart my headset and it'll be like now you meet the requirements.
It's so interesting hearing how many, because I've been on the Quest platform for 2.5 years now, and I've been using it with Link since the day I got it in December of 2020, and I've never run into that issue one time, even when I was gaming on a 1660 Super and streaming at the same time and recording. Never had that come up ever. And obviously the 2080 Ti destroys the 1660 Super. Interesting.
I think it's a Wi-Fi issue. Like I think sometimes maybe I like lose 5G or something.
Did you get it? Were you getting it with AirLink and regular link?
I don't ever use the regular link, but I don't like being plugged into the computer.
Oh, so like, even now you're not using regular link. Even now you're on AirLink.
I'm on AirLink right now. Yep. In fact,
you're just charging. That's just charging you up. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And so what's even weirder is not only am I not on AirLink, but you're not even seeing Microsoft Flight Sim. You're seeing. So what it does is.
Are you using Oculus Mirror?
Yeah, I'm using Oculus Mirror.
Okay. So why not close Mirror and then open up tell OBS to record the Flight Sim window?
2500.
I tried to do that.
Oh wait, hang on. I don't want you to fuck up your landing. You get focused up.
Just I think I'm going I'm going 200 knots. I'm like.
Hey, 747. Please reduce speed.
Yeah, it looks like you're moving, bro. You're about to kill a whole family of 5.
Register the passengers before you land.
Family of 5, motherfucker. There's 200 passengers on the flight. Everybody get down. We did a mask drop from the ceiling.
We
did
might be
oxygen,
going a little
everybody
fast,
get
but I
down,
think I
everybody
got
make
it.
sure seatbelts are fastened.
Yo,
Hey,
you are
747.
moving.
We are
Reduce
making a
speed and
very
pull
quick
up.
descent.
Yo, you are moving, my guy.
Everybody brace for impact.
I will be suing Meadowland Airlines.
500.
I'll
Don't
be on
even
that
have to get
plane.
another runway.
He's at 500 feet going like
Pull up a little bit.
200 knots.
Bro, I'll be
Pull
on
up.
that plane tripping. Oh my god, look how fast it's going.
Hey, 747, reduce speed, sir.
Oh no, oh no.
Sir,
Oh,
reduce
no.
speed.
50, 40,
Hey, 747, reduce speed.
10.
Wow, look at him go.
Oh, he made a
We
landing.
lived. We lived.
Everybody
I'm
do the
honestly
obligatory
surprised.
clap after the plane fucking lands.
Oh, I hate those people.
Exactly.
Look at you go though. What a landing.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
surprised I
actually
did that,
landed the shit.
especially coming in a little hot. I'm surprised I did that.
Well
Nice.
done.
Good job, good job, good job.
Hey, 747, welcome to San Bernardino. You're now
No, this is,
Welcome to LAX.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
LAX.
LAX, I'm sorry. I just got transferred today. My bad.
That was cool, man. That was really cool.
Let me see. It's
What
not
are the
showing me
other like
menu.
really
Oh, there
scenic
you go.
scenic flights that you could do?
I just did the Grand Canyon. That's like super scenic. Let's see. Something.
Yeah, I
something
saw the
else
Grand
gotta be-
Canyon. I was here for that one.
So are different planes and stuff like that on here, like DLC, or
Oh.
like pay to?
Yeah,
don't know what just
DLC. He's
happened.
saying
I
that
just got-
fucking some of the planes are like $60-$70 a plane, dude, for DLC.
Oh wow.
Oh, the
This
sim
game
just
is fucking
crashed.
expensive, dude.
It's because when you have a full
The
on
Matrix.
when you got a full on simulator
reloading
game
the
like
sim.
this though, it's so unbelievably accurate to the real. Like, I don't know if you guys watched that fucking Firefest documentary from like 5-6 years ago, the one on Netflix, but do you guys remember the fucking pilot he was from like, I don't know, fucking Finland or one of those small countries, and he taught himself how to fly like small planes on flight sim, and that was 6 years ago before VR. So like, you know what I mean? You could probably literally not,
Oh,
you got to take your test in real life, but as far as like homework, you could study and practice and do, you know, forever in this, and then actually just go out and like do it. I'd imagine, you know.
Did it crash on you or what?
Yeah, the simulator crashed. I got to reopen it. But yeah.
Can you only fly in the United States, or you could go
Now
to
on
other
the-
places?
Oh, you can fly anywhere in the world. We can go check out the pyramids or something.
Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, we'll do the pyramids.
Hey,
once it reloads.
Is there also is there a particular reason that you do not have your desktop capture window aligned with your canvas?
I don't know what you mean, to be honest with you.
That red border, the window that you're capturing, it's not
to
aligned
make
with
it
your
bigger,
actual
you mean?
canvas. No, he's overlapping.
I think
a little
it's
bit.
meant to look kind of like a ribbon shape. I think it's like has two
No, it's him
congruent boxes
overlapping.
behind his screen. You think
No,
so?
it's him overlapping. Yeah,
Did
no,
I
it
fix
is.
it right
Trust-
there?
yeah,
Looks
he
like it's
fixed it.
meant to look
Yeah.
that way.
No,
Hey,
he
thanks.
fixed it just now when he dragged it in a little bit. That's all. And you should lock that too. Click that lock icon under your sources to the right so that doesn't happen again.
Is that on the contractors there?
It looks like that's the source you have going. Try it. If the red border goes away, then it'll be that source. Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Nice, dude. Thanks. I didn't know that.
You're welcome.
Sick.
I'm here to spit knowledge and watch some fucking flights over the pyramids, yo.
What plane?
We'll do something probably. What just happened?
So recently, I've started to kind of believe in the flat Earth theory, only because they've asked a whole bunch of pilots, "Do you ever have to adjust for the curvature of the Earth whenever you're flying?" And they all say
Man,
no.
dude, you could see
That's
you could
bullshit.
see the curve, bruh.
Where can you see the curve? Where?
Oh no, he's been watching too much fucking crackpot YouTube videos, bro.
Look,
Bro,
I
if you
mean,
want to,
have
if you want to
you-
learn, if you
have
want to
you
learn
ever
about like
seen it?
put like flat Earth bullshit, like actually look up an actual physicist or somebody like in astrophysics or something like that. Someone who's actually educated. What kind of education do these people have that talk about flat Earth, bro? Come
I'm
on,
just
man.
saying, think about it though. If pilots would have to constantly nose down,
You know how big it would be. You know how big the fucking Earth
but
is.
they
You don't
do
constantly have
fly
to do
to
that.
different, continents and shit like.
You're just like he was doing. Did you see how he was like, "Well, I'm maintaining altitude. I'm not really maintaining altitude. I'm constantly going up and down."
If you're sitting here trying to convince me that if I took off from LAX, all pilots are lying about going in one direction, then you must think I was born yesterday.
So you don't have to go in one direction. Hey, again, I don't know the truth. I don't know the truth.
If the Earth is flat, let's say hypothetically, no, because this is simple. It's simple.
Change to a smaller
it's been
plane.
debunked a million times. I'm not even getting the
I might do a
satellites or the
helicopter. What do
fact
you guys think
that
about
you can use
helicopter?
like physics. I'm just
Okay,
going to
so
break it
do
down.
you
to
know
a
how
simple
many-
way. No,
Go ahead.
hang on. Let
I'm
me
listening.
finish.
No,
Let
I'm
me
listening.
finish.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This is the simple way that it's broken down and debunked on the same simple, easily accessible YouTube videos that you've probably been seeing. If I were to take off from LAX, assuming that is the very left corner, and it wouldn't be based on flat Earth theory, but let's say for my hypothetical, let's say LAX and that part of California is the very, very tip on the left side. And then let's say that Hong Kong is the very, very tip on the right side. What you would be telling me by flat Earth theory is based on the amount of time that it takes to get from LAX to Hong Kong.
I'm
They
grabbing a
are
drink, guys.
lying, making up time, and going in the opposite direction of what they are telling me they are going in on the flight. It's nonsense.
So do flights not constantly take like directions that they really don't need to take? You'll have to like land somewhere, then land somewhere else for no fucking reason when the plane could have just flew straight. Like according to the globe and map
Those
that
are
you're talking about,
connecting flights, though,
Dog,
bro.
the
Dog,
connecting
if
flights, but
LA,
planes
dog,
a
if
lot of
LA
times.
Look at my hands. If LA is here,
I hate that I'm arguing flat Earth because I don't believe it, but
you shouldn't. But if
there
LA is,
is-
if LA is here and Hong Kong is here, and you believe in not you, but I mean someone believes in flat Earth theory, what they're implying is that when I'm taking off from LA to Hong Kong, which
But
is
then
well
you're
over a
believing in the
15-hour
maps that
flight.
they've fed you all your life. So if the Earth was flat, then the maps that they fed to us would look a lot different.
Listen, listen. Because if you break it down, it's this.
Wait. Let him finish his point.
If LA is here and Hong Kong is here, look, you gotta look, bro. You gotta pay attention. The diagram is important.
He fell asleep on you, bro.
No, I think he's getting yelled at.
No, I think
Someone was
this
talking.
question is basically why don't you go like a straight?
If
straight path is not the
look,
shortest
LA is
path.
here.
It's here. You gotta
Hong
go
Kong
to
is here.
North Pole.
We know that it is well over a 15-hour flight. What someone who believes in flat Earth is trying to tell me is that not only are they able to get from apex A to apex B in half the amount of time that what is required, that they're also telling me that instead of going this direction, which is what you do on the round globe to get to China, that we are traveling in the opposite direction, and the pilots, the passengers, our satellites, and the rest of the humanity is none the wiser. That's what flat Earth is trying to imply, and it's nonsense. It's utter nonsense.
So as a passenger, you would never know. You would have to be flying the plane to really understand like which direction you're actually going.
And
Correct
what
or
I'm
no?
telling you is that there's a reason that all pilots say that flat Earth is nonsense. Because
So I
when
kind
you're a
of beg to
pilot, bro, you
differ
don't really
though.
fly like directions. You fly they're called vectors.
Like,
Well,
bro,
yeah.
it's mathematically impossible to get from this apex to this apex, traveling that direction in the amount of time that it takes a flight to get from LA to Hong Kong. It's never been done because.
So
it's
explain
impossible
this to
do.
me if possible, right? Like just think about it. If a plane were to take off, okay,
From where?
and the
From where?
plane,
Be
just
specific.
anywhere, any runway,
No, be
anywhere,
Be specific. Be specific.
anywhere. If a plane
just name
takes
a
off
place.
from anywhere
York, say
and
New
starts
York,
to
just
go,
say New York.
okay, say New York. Plane takes off from New York, starts to go in any direction, basically upwards. It goes up to 30,000 feet and continues to fly at 30,000 feet, right? Why would it never go into space?
Because you're constantly adjusting your altitude, bro.
Man,
Downwards.
break this argument, so you're constantly adjusting the nose down, correct? Yo,
It's not
pilots
nose
never
down.
say
That's
stay.
like you're talking about attitude and
What?
altitude. So attitude is basically how you're flipping
What?
like that, doing this.
What?
Altitude is doing this. Attitude is doing
What?
this. You're talking about adjusting your attitude like this. You don't have to constantly do that.
What?
You're the fucking plane is so small comparatively speaking, like juxtaposed to the Earth.
Bro,
you're not constantly having to do this.
I don't believe in flat Earth for the same reason that I don't take COVID vaccine advice from old white truckers. For the same reason that I don't. For the same reason
Old
that
white
I don't
truckers,
listen.
calm
You know what
down.
I'm saying? Bro. It's insane.
All right, shut up. Shut up. We're in a
let's-
helicopter and we're going over the pyramids.
Enough of this.
Yeah,
dumb
let's
argument,
all
man.
enjoy our love for aviation and just enjoy this little pyramid flight.
Yeah, it's just a pyramids, man.
Hey, everybody, shut up and we're in a helicopter now.
How's the quality?
High control.
How's the quality coming through?
It's choppy.
Oh, it's
Choppy.
nice quality.
That looks alright.
It's a substantial dip in frames from the last run you did for sure, but it's still watchable.
I think with this, since this is like a freeware modded aircraft, sometimes I feel like it's not as good in VR.
Yeah, if I mean, I don't obviously I don't see an FPS ticker, but if I had to ballpark it, I'd say you're running at like 20.
Yeah, I see it kind of choppy now.
It's a lot of stutters, but
Little
it's
lag.
it's not like straight up chunking. But yeah, you're running at 20. Previously you were like a solid 35 plus, but now you're at like 20.
I really would like for this new update to come out with the native helicopters in the game, because I'm sure it's not going to have this issue.
3D movies.
It's not choppy. They just haven't adjusted to the helicopter rotor shake.
Oh, at the top, like where you see the rotors, it does kind of.
Yeah, I'm just messing with them.
I don't know. Well, sometimes it does feel a little choppier to me though. It does feel like not as good as the.
Are you getting a
The
solid
pyramids
like
are in
60
view,
FPS?
boys.
Are you getting a solid 60
2
FPS in
minutes
your
away
headset?
from the pyramids of Giza.
Inside my headset, it looks pretty good, but you got to think about it this way: like the game is playing on my computer, it's streaming to my headset where I'm playing it. Then it's streaming it back to Oculus Mirror, and then OBS is streaming that to Bigscreen and YouTube. So it's
a
like
lot of intermediaries.
Yeah, Oculus Mirror is like
videos.
super resource intensive. That's why I never use it when I'm testing. It's always better to find a way to capture the actual game's window if at all possible.
So let me ask your opinion, because I have an issue doing that, because like on when I go into VR mode, it goes to like the double eye setup, which you could probably see a little bit from on the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, I can see that it's rendering I can see that it's doing that.
So I've tried to like
sim and
I've tried to set that as my source, and I've tried to like
Yeah.
mess around with it, but I just haven't been successful.
and it shows the double eye. Yeah, and then obviously I see that you play Contractors, and as you're aware, Contractors doesn't do that. It opens up the regular window. So does like Pop
Exactly.
One and all right. If I had to guess, they probably haven't. Seeing as this is more of like since VR is still so beta for Flight Sim, I'd imagine that they don't have the setting yet to just run it in full screen, windowed, and not capture the eye view. But have you actually taken a look at the in-game settings for Flight Sim? Because this is the only game where I've seen it do that in the actual desktop window.
So I've messed around in the settings as much as I can. I cannot find anything. I've like Googled it.
Did
I've
you-
like searched on Reddit. Like people say.
Okay,
that,
now but okay, that was gonna be my follow-up question. I was gonna ask you if you searched Reddit.
It's the
Okay.
Sphinx, boys.
Look at that big cat. Look at that.
Big cat.
Land the chopper
Fucking
on the
controls,
top
bro.
of the
They're
pyramid.
blocking our view.
I'll land it on one of the pyramids. It'll be nice.
The monitor blocking us. Look at the tour bus.
Man, that's crazy.
This is
That'd be
nuts,
crazy
you
to
know,
look at,
because I feel like if I
I
ever
heard
went
Egypt's
here
kinda dangerous, though.
in real life, I feel like if I went here in real life, I have like some sort of like a knowledge of kind of what it looks like.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'll tell you one thing. tell you one thing. If you believe in how big the universe is, then and you believe in possibility of aliens, there's no goddamn way a bunch of slaves built this shit. I'll give you that one. There's no way a bunch of slaves made this. There's no chance.
There is a way, but it's improbable.
No,
Bro,
there's
they were out
absolutely
there-
no way they force somebody to build something to such specifications.
To specifications that we haven't been able to replicate in 2022. There's just no way. You mean to tell me that some dude out there in a fig leaf with no Gatorade was pulling big slabs at a 90-degree angle? There's no way.
And then the way it aligned with the stars.
with
It
no
literally,
Gatorade,
it literally took a scientifical artist to create these things.
Land on the
Like,
top, bro.
Oh, you got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Got
whoa,
it.
whoa. Steady, steady.
got it.
Steady.
You got it.
Steady. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Nice and easy. Nice and easy. There it is.
More forward,
Bring it
forward,
down.
forward.
Bring it down.
It's also not like
Come
perfect. It's a little bit high. There you go.
Come
Do the
on.
third person view. Do the third person.
Come on.
You're not all the way down, but you're.
No, that's where the ground is. It's like not perfect.
It's registering it. Yeah.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
like
put
a
down.
box theater or some shit.
Well done, man.
This is definitely a cool view, and it's cool to see the other pyramids way off in the distance over there. I'll fly down there real quick. You know what? I need to look up. I would like to look up the exact location of the battles of where Napoleon was at, because like the pyramids were visible in the distance when Napoleon was like fighting in Egypt, but like they depict it in like photos as being like, you know, they act like they were fighting like right down here on like the water or something, like right next to the pyramids, but that's just not true. It was somewhere else. It was,
Oh,
like, a little
shit.
bit farther away. Yeah, it was a
That's
little
cool. I
farther
didn't know
away.
that.
Yeah, Napoleon wanted to glorify the battle a little bit more. Like the pyramids were kind of farther off. You could see them, but they were farther off in the distance. You know, in all the artist renderings, though, it's like they're like right there. But I'd like to look up that location and see where it is, because then I could like fly to it and like go, like, you know.
I think with 3 days to write, Michael Che in the writer's room, and Heidi Gardner as the anchor, SNL could make a really good skit about somebody using this shit for terrorism, or for plotting terrorism.
Well, it wasn't 9/11. I mean, didn't like 9/11 happen that way? Like, didn't they use like?
I think
Wasn't
it
there
was
like?
really fucked up with them. I think they went to go actually get trained to fly, but they didn't like get trained to land.
But I thought there was controversy over Microsoft Flight Simulator specifically because one of the
I
terrorists
believe
had
so
like
as well.
spent
That
time
they use
using
flight
it.
simulators. Yeah.
I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah, there was like controversy over people being able to.
Dude, you could get digital reps in as a suicide pilot in this shit. It's crazy.
What? What did he say?
I said you could get reps in as a suicide pilot digitally in this.
I don't know what that means. Like,
I mean, like somebody who's planning to blow
Means you
up
can
the
practice,
next thing,
basically, yeah.
They could just come in here and plan out their exact flight path, and assuming they don't get swatted out of the sky, it would be like riding a bike.
I think only for like I don't know. I think for this game to actually be realistic enough for somebody to jump into an airplane and be able to replicate what they learned in the game would be to have a physical HOTAS control that was like actually good. Because I mean, like, you can't just have a shitty joystick or like, you know, a Turtle Beach like setup. Or,
Oh,
like, you know,
sure.
you, like,
Yeah, no, totally. And to that,
I think
and
you
to
do
that
need
point,
something that's like I think you do need the physical input to be similar to the physical input that you're gonna
Absolutely.
like, apply in real life. Otherwise, it's not. You're just like studying.
100%, I agree
the
with
physics.
you. But and to that point, I ask, have you looked at the flight simulating Reddit and what the battle stations look like? Because those things exist. People are out here spending bread on their flight sim setups.
Yeah,
Motherfuckers
I'm not
got
denying
money,
that.
bro.
I'm not denying that for sure. I mean, I'm not denying that people could use this to plan attacks. I literally just said like that.
Is there only one pyramid out here?
Probably like that.
No, he's
No,
flying to
this
the other
is,
ones right now.
Yeah, this is Pyramid of, I think, Dozier or whatever it's called. I don't know. The Great Pyramids are back there. We just flew past.
Yeah,
those.
but I'm saying the one that you're flying to, it's a singular pyramid in the distance, basically.
This one right here. There's kinda. There's two other ones over here.
What is that decal on your headset? Is that baby poof?
No, that's actually. Hold on, let me get closer so you can see. There's no webcam.
From here, it looks like baby poof. Down a little bit. Down a little bit.
Down. Look down. Look down a little bit.
Oh, you're tanking. You're tanking. You're losing altitude.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull
Can you
up.
see it?
Is it Ed? Is it Ed from Ed, and Eddie?
No, it's
a little lower.
It's from Pulp Fiction.
Oh, I see it. I see it now. Yeah, I see it now.
It's the T-shirt after when Vincent like after he changed his clothes.
Yep.
So I bought one of those T-shirts on the internet, and they gave me a sticker because for Halloween last year I was Vincent.
It's pretty cool, man.
From Pulp Fiction. Yeah. Well, my haircut works really good with it. I got a mullet, and I just comb it back. You can't even tell it's a mullet at the time because it looks like all my hair's like combed back, like in kind of the movie. And then I just got a T-shirt and a blue pair of shorts. Easy Halloween. I like easy Halloween costumes.
Bro, you skipped the one pyramid behind you.
No, I didn't. I just flew right past that. The Pyramid of Doja. I literally flew right up to it.
You didn't get close to it though.
Yeah, not super close. I guess I didn't get super close to it. I think the coolest one over here, though, is the last one. It's Bent Pyramid. Because you can tell they, like, screwed up the shape of it. You almost could see them learning.
I wonder how much of that is corrosion. Or erosion.
A lot of it is, but they actually, like, the name of this is Bent Pyramid. Like, they did not build it right. They did the angles all wrong. Yeah, they built all the angles wrong, and it just, like, it does not look
Maybe
right
this was
at all.
their trial and error pyramid before they did the big one.
Well, I think that's kind of like the... I don't know for sure, but I think that's kind of how it was.
To me,
Yeah.
these ones far away and hope the guy in the way went to those first ones.
Yeah, these were the practice
I think you're right though, because I mean, if you think about it, I think this is the oldest one that's like in the area where we're at. So like this was the first one.
Dude,
they kind of messed it up, and then they moved along, and then.
Dude, I think you are a cosplay outfit and some fake wings with a pilot's voice away from blowing up on YouTube.
Should I get a costume?
Just do the
is that
whole,
what I need to do?
I think you should.
Fake
I think
wings?
you should.
You know what?
Yeah, I think he should just get like the fake wing pin, and I think he should get like a pilot's outfit from Amazon or whatever, and just ham it up, like download.
He's gonna be like the flight sim Dr. Disrespect, bro.
Yeah, I haven't seen any flight sim mains. Have you? I've seen a lot of racers, but I haven't seen any flight sim mains that are popular. I think this is your shot.
In VR, I haven't. I've seen a lot of like flight sim people who do it, where they like use just conventional screens.
Yeah, bro. Go get a fucking blue shirt and download voice changer so it sounds like you're speaking through the cockpit megaphone.
What kind of content would he do? I mean, he would just like fucking travel all over the world and just.
I'm streaming.
You should get like you should give like tourism guide. You should give, like a tour
That's what I'm
guide
saying.
too.
Dude,
this is
we sat in here for the last hour just watching him fly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So so he could be like a tour guide, but actually get some more detailed information, like even off of Wikipedia or something about where your locations are, and then like you could give detailed descriptions as a tour guide, but while doing flight sim.
Yeah, I think you're a blue.
Dude, that would actually be pretty fucking cool.
I would totally watch that.
Yeah,
You're
that
a
would
blue
be cool.
t-shirt.
I
and
would
some cheap
fucking watch that
plugins
shit.
away, man. Some
That-
cheap
I would
plugins,
love
a
that,
shirt. Yeah, you can.
Well,
totally
check
do
out
that.
my-
Give us some of your. You should give us some of your ad revenue when you make money. We
Well,
give you the
should check
idea,
out-
bro.
You should check out the YouTube channel that I'm literally streaming to YouTube right now, and like nobody watches the live streams. I literally only been doing it a month, but on Bigscreen, it's a lot easier to get. Like I have nobody watching me on YouTube,
Right.
but like here I can get like
Right.
sometimes 10, 15 people will join and watch.
Right.
Do you
And
have your
I don't know.
VODs? Do you have your VODs like after your lives? Like you post your VODs to your YouTube channel?
So I only stream on Twitch sometimes. I've mostly been streaming on YouTube because I have more followers there, and it posts as soon as I'm done. It posts there, and then I like save them there so I can like, if there like anything interesting happens, I can go clip out like a small like minute section or something or whatever. I will do that.
Well,
but also I like could save hard drive space. I don't have to. I used to like have a 50 gigabyte video on my computer after I record like a stream or something. So I don't do that anymore.
Well, dude, I don't know how familiar you are with how big VR is on TikTok, but for some weird reason, VR is like huge on TikTok, like huge. So I think you're just one like viral fucking thing away. Like that's it. Like that. It used to be you needed a whole viral video or something amazing, and it was in the format of a YouTube clip. But these days, all you need is a 10-second shit that gets 3 million views on TikTok, and that's gonna be a couple hundred followers for nothing. Like, just play dress up and do one little thing, and then just be like that little fucking bitch robot voice. I flew from Giza today, and I guarantee you'll have a flood of people watching your shit.
Who's that bitch robot voice?
You know what I'm talking about? Watch me open my package.
Exactly what you're talking about. I
Oh,
got
yeah, the
this
text.
letter in the mail. LOL.
The text to speech.
OMG.
Yeah, so I've tried to post some videos onto TikTok, and like the most views I've got on TikTok is only like 200. I posted a couple VR videos on Instagram and got like, I don't know, one video had like 6,000 views in like a couple hours. But
well, my quest thing just froze, so it's been very great talking to you guys. But yeah, good luck with the stream, man. I'm sure I'll see you around.
You might have to RMA your fucking quest again.
Again, dude, for the third time. Yeah, no. Hopefully this VR airbridge thing resolves it, because I'm done with cables. Even though I know it's not my cable, but whatever.
All right, later, man.
All right, take care,
later.
guys.
Thanks for watching, dude.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, I gotta get to bed, bro. It's late as fuck. But hey, bro, I'll check out your YouTube channel, bro, and y'all have a good night.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, definitely appreciate it if anybody checks it out and likes or subs it. I'll definitely be streaming a bunch of games. Even other stuff. I do contractors where I stream sometimes. I like to do the Halo mods on there. It's fun.
Where we're going next?
I don't know. We'll find another location. I don't even think I'm gonna go back to the airport. I think I'm just gonna land right here at the little pyramid complex. Why not? It's flat enough. It's so hard to hover. Let's see.
Or you know what? Was it one of those water planes? It'd be cool to use one of those and like was it flying on like a jungle area and like land in Kind River if that's even possible.
Yeah, the water mechanics are pretty good. Just little cub crafters.
Let's go to South America, see what they got.
Now, sometimes they'll actually have designated water runways, which is nice. But usually I've found... Now, it depends on the area and the scans, but usually the water mechanics is pretty good. Now, I wonder how it is, like... like, I feel like it probably won't be that great, like, here. Stuff like this. But, like, here, I think it would be good. But we could test it out. We'll, like, where's the closest airport here? Man, is there no airports? Oh, I guess I need to zoom in a little farther. Like, there has to be an airport over here somewhere. There you go. And we're like right there on the water. Nice. Alright. I've never flown in this area before. There you go. Now it feels like I'm sitting in here. Yeah, we'll just go right into it.
Gears up for water landing. 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 Gears up for water landing.
What's
Gears
up?
up for water landing.
What's up?
Gears up for water landing. Gears
Bro,
up
are
for
you
water
serious?
landing. Gears up for water landing.
That is fucking not good. Wow.
For water landing.
That is horrible.
Gears up for water landing. That's not good. Yeah, Daniel, it's not. Gears up for
Why is
water
it so
landing.
easy to get kicked from rooms?
Gears up for water landing.
What are you talking about? I haven't had to kick one person tonight.
No, I mean like I've been kicked from 10 different rooms in less than 30 minutes.
Dude, am I gonna have to get out of this room and kick you? Are you like warning me that I'm gonna have to kick you or something?
No, I can literally go up to somebody and go, oh, I have a good question for you. Do you like total and like kick me? Is this man just flying a plane in VR?
Yes. I'm literally just flying a plane in VR. Well, I'm also streaming to YouTube. If
Are you
look
sure
down-
to YouTube?
Yeah, I'm streaming to YouTube right now. You literally can go to YouTube and like hear us talking
Hey, yo,
on the
do
chat.
flip.
Don't yell stuff like that.
Oh.
There's no reason for that.
It is
There's no reason for
possible to do a backflip with the plane.
With this plane, no. Man, I'm embarrassed I left my keys in the front door. That's crazy.
I almost got me and my mom locked. Well, I almost got us locked out because I stuck something in the door and we couldn't unlock it. She almost had to call a locksmith. So. Death battle.
Alright, I'm gonna land on the water right here and I'm ending this stream. Been streaming for a while. I'll definitely be back. Probably even tomorrow because I work tomorrow morning. So I'll probably stream tomorrow night when I get off work.
Okay.
Definitely appreciate if anybody checks out the YouTube channel, Metaland Virtual. It's on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. I just post a bunch of dumb VR videos.
500.
Here's up for water landing. 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 Here's up for water landing.
There you go.
Here's up for water landing. Here's up for water landing. Here's up
Alright.
for water landing.
I'll see y'all later.